Howdy ho, Lions fans. Welcome to the Detroit Lions podcast. We're here with national champion tight end AJ Barner. How are you doing, man? Michigan. I can't get enough of Michigan today. Glad to have you. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Great to be here. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Who's got it better than you do?
Nobody.
That's right.
You got the Rose Bowl hoodie on and everything.
Yes, sir.
Feeling good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
great. So let's talk about getting into Michigan, right? Let's talk about going from high school and making it into, the University of Michigan. We can't talk this
Chris
down.
might be a Michigan fan.
A little bit, right? You make the jump. How did all that play out, recruiting and all that?
Yeah. My story's a little different. I started out in Indiana. I was there for 3 years and ended up transferring to Michigan. And just the opportunity to go there and compete against all the talented players that we had on our roster last year and to compete for a national championship. I knew that was the kind of the goal going in there. So, yeah.
We were watching you yesterday. You're you're cool as a cucumber out there. I mean, you big catch, right? You make your catch, and I see Rowan Wilson. Hey, there you go, Barner! Like yelling at you, just like, yeah. It's really hilarious. It's good to see that kind of team pull.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's we love each other, man, and it's cool too because we got like 7 guys out there rocking the winged helmet. So we always got each other's back for sure.
Yeah. What was your first impression of just the practice down here? You're throwing in with guys who you don't necessarily know. Obviously, you got a lot of teammates here, but what's it like, being thrown in, and how do you think the first day of practice went for you?
Oh, good. It's competitive, man. There's a lot of good players here. Everyone's, picking up new schemes, doing new stuff. So definitely a learning curve and some challenges, but I mean, it's really awesome. And I just love going out there and competing.
That's awesome. Yeah. So far, you saw you yesterday, had a good practice, really looked good out there. You have all the right stuff. What are you looking forward from the rest of the week here?
Just to continue to show them, a complete tight end, make plays when I'm given the opportunity to block as hard as I can, and be a good teammate too, make connections with the guys that are out here, leave a good impression on the coaches and have fun too, man. At the end of the day, we're playing a kid's game, so go out there and have fun.
Let me ask you about coaching, because Jim Harbaugh had him, great coach, took you guys, there's some tough seasons there. This year you guys got over the top and got the national championship. He moves on. What is San Diego getting in Coach Harbaugh? Or sorry, I keep saying that. I'm just going to call him San Diego forever. It's been a decade. Wake up, kid. But so what are the Chargers getting?
Enthusiasm unknown to mankind, man.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, Coach is an awesome dude, an awesome coach. He lets his guys be themselves and have fun. He's going to bring a physical culture, a disciplined culture, and a winning culture too. And I think we'll have tremendous success there, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it goes for him. I'm super stoked for him.
That's
cool. So you transferred. So you've sort of been where you have to fit into a new group before, like you're doing here. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that probably helps you as you transition to the NFL, where you're going to be going into a locker room where you maybe know 1 or 2 guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. Just being around different guys, getting a feel for different personalities and where guys are from, and having to adjust and acclimate to a new culture. And I think that definitely is going to serve me well because I've done it before. Yeah. So yeah.
This is our question with the Detroit Lions. They're known for, and they talk about it all the time, grit, right? That's their personality. That's where they come from. What's the thing? What's the chip on your shoulder? What's the thing that gives you the grit, that thing that you overcame to be that kind of resilient kind of player?
Like I said, I had to transfer to Michigan. I was at Indiana first, and it took me a while to get a Power 5 offer. I would just say I've always been kind of a late bloomer, kind of flown under the radar, and always kind of had that chip on my shoulder that I'm going to go out there and prove that I belong. And I've never really had the hype around me or been given anything easy, and that's the way I want it. So I think that's kind of served me well.
Cool. You're from Ohio, right?
Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio.
Nice. Same here. Okay. Did you play any other sports in high school?
Yeah, I wrestled for a long time, and that's something too that has helped me tremendously in football. Leverage and being physical.
I can see it in your blocking.
Yeah, and the mental toughness too with wrestling. You're out there by yourself. If you win, it's on you. If you lose, it's on you. And as a young kid, it's a good learning lesson.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Aurora High School.
Dude, I lived there from 1999 to 2002.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
43 and 82.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's like that's when I was born, man.
Dad moved on a little bit.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nice to get
That's crazy. Small world.
Yeah, it is. That's cool.
So you're looking forward to the NFL. What do you see as your arc, your trajectory through the NFL with your career?
For sure. I just want to go in there and, take advantage of every opportunity, earn the respect of everyone, contribute wherever I can. And I just love winning football games. So however I can help a team win, whether it's making plays in the passing game, blocking or contributing on special teams, I'm going to be a guy that's going to win games for a team and take advantage of every opportunity.
Do you have special teams background at all from Michigan and IU?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've played on all 5 of them, and definitely something I'm willing to do.
Sure. Think about throughout your career, could have been high school, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone has a time in their career, whether it's sports or work, other kind of work or whatever, but they did something like, I'm never going to do that again. Like I learned, like it was an absolute learning moment. What's one of those kind of moments that you've had throughout your history in the game?
That's a good question for sure. I feel like just learning off of the guys around you. It would be a mistake to not soak up information from everyone that you can. And whether it's one thing that I like to do is, Will Johnson was a good DB, a really, really good DB at Michigan, asking Will, on cover 3, what is something that you do in this coverage? When you're reading something, how does that work? And I think that's something that I've learned over the years is, get a feel for what other positions are doing, because that's only going to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing it from the other side, right?
Yeah, right.
It's because until you sit in that other man's shoes, it's hard to kind of tell. That tight end position's super high IQ position. People really don't recognize it. I mean, how hard does it? Have you had to study just the mental side of the game?
For sure. I mean, you got to know all the pass concepts, the run game, the pass protections. I wouldn't say it's as much as a quarterback, but it's probably maybe second on the list.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk all the time. We've had some pretty good rookie tight ends in Detroit recently. The learning curve at your position, because there's so many different things that you have to adapt to. Mm-hmm. Like, is there any tight ends that you've modeled yourself after, like, or looked up to over the years?
Yeah, I think one recent guy that I like watching is Jake Ferguson, and that tight end room in Dallas over there. I played with Peyton Hendershot in Indiana.
That's right.
And familiar with Luke Schoonmaker too. So I think those guys are really good players. And yeah, I've definitely enjoyed watching them.
What's the best thing about being a Michigan man?
Probably the discipline and the physicality and everything that comes with it on and off the field. It's a kind of a tall task, but I think we're all up for it, and we love representing the maize and blue, and it's an honor for me to be able to play there this past year, and I'll always be a Michigan man because of it.
Yeah, that's great. No, there's a great history of that school, and I mean, whether it's sports or academics, that school has a support system that lasts a long time.
For sure.
Make sure to take full advantage.
Yeah, we'll do,
man.
Any of the guys from Michigan, like in the past, I know you weren't there necessarily there, but have they reached out to you, like Luke or anybody like that? They probably didn't know you, did they?
No, not really. No, unfortunately. But I was, we played with a lot of guys this past year that are going to get a chance to play on Sunday. So those connections that I've made, will be really fun to see however it grows.
You played with Michael Penix.
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
It was a good time, man. The 2020 year was really special. Mike had a great year, and I was with him for 2021 also. And he's a really, really talented player, a really good leader also, and I think he has a really bright future ahead of him.
That's awesome. Yeah. What about working out? There's more than just the U of M weight room, right? You do a lot of working out outside of Michigan. Where are you doing? Who are you working?
I'm in XPE in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a good time. Definitely getting after it with the guys and looking to show out the combine and pro day.
Yeah. Are you working out with anyone else outside?
We do some skill work with they're called top shelf. So they do some route running stuff and stuff like that, but mostly just XP.
Yeah. Awesome. AJ Barner, got it. Nobody's got it better. University of Michigan national champion. AJ, congratulations on that. Great. Have a great week, man. You're looking good out there today. Really excited to see you today and then throughout the week at the game. Best of luck in the combine and where you wind up in the draft, man.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you too, man. AJ Barner, University of Michigan.